You never email a proposal unless you have a time on the calendar to review it over Zoom or Teams. And if they won't accord you that meeting to review it, why would you even email them a proposal? Because people feel good about getting a proposal out and then they chase and the client ghosts and it was never really real in the first place.
So that is even if the prospect is asking me to do that?
The conversation should go something like this. Demetria, I really want to make sure our proposal fits exactly what you're looking for. So I'd like to set up a time for you to review a draft. Once you approve that it exactly meets your needs and all the information is correct, I'd be happy to send it over. That's a game changer.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're creating some connection. You also can clarify a couple of things on the spot instead of just making your prospect to wonder, right? Like, hey, is this or that? And then five other emails. So I can see how this works.
I think we get a ton of deals that get stuck in qualification or proposal because we've sent it out, but we never hear back. And if you can just close it out if they never set up a proposal call with you.
Yeah, and I think, when you're selling remotely, you have to slow down the sales process because you could be so speedy and go through it. And if you don't ask the right questions, you never really get that essence of you knowing the client and the client knowing you.
There's a flip side in this entire process. You do manage your sales process differently when you are a rep or a seller versus when you manage this as a manager. What would be your recommendation for those first line managers to do in order to improve that practice with the sellers, right? What they should be actually coaching the sellers to do, and how they should be doing this in order to be effective.
So I think it starts with two things. Number one, we got to know the destination. So what are we trying to achieve? And then work backwards so that we all know our own productivity measures. So, Dimitri, you may close half your proposals. I may close 70% of the proposals or the reverse. So everyone needs to have their own set of activity metrics. And those are the kind of the in process measures, right? They measure KPIs like, are we on track for you to hit your plan? And then I think the second piece is we have to know the results measures. And I think a good sales manager um, has a process for helping a salesperson think through every deal at every stage. So in a weekly one on one, we have to be understanding, well, what industry are they selling to? What are their unique problems? How are we impacting, something that's one of their top three priorities? How do you know that's one of their top three priorities? So we got to make sure they're on the right stack of mail. They're using the right company resources at all times because people just get lost with everything that's available. And thirdly, in process and results measures that we're keeping track of really tightly.